Hi, Dr. Tedesco. It's Cory Van Dyke here. I am thrilled to sit down with you and to really explain my research proposal that I think would be of a great benefit to Virginia Tech School of Communication. As you're well aware, social media has taken over our society today. You see 7 in 10 Americans today use social media on a daily basis to engage, to connect, to receive news. You can't walk anywhere nowadays without seeing someone on their phone checking Facebook, checking Instagram, checking Twitter, even checking TikTok now. And the School of Communication needs to follow in these footsteps. They need to evolve and adapt to this trend of social media use just continuing to increase. And really what I hope to accomplish through this research that I hope you will allow me to conduct is really finding out and answering this question: what are the most effective strategies for the Virginia Tech School of Communications Instagram page to improve engagement on its posts? Really, there's a lot of literature out there that's kind of involved in this space. First off, there's the uses and gratifications theory. As you're well aware of, this theory looks at how consumers can satisfy their needs through the use of media. And really, a lot of the literature out there today is really looking at how audiences and social media are satisfying their needs through the content that they're looking at. And really, this is where Instagram, this is where social media in general comes into play. Engagement, there's tons of literature out there on different strategies used to increase engagement. Engagement is the comments, the likes, the shares, and really all the literature today out there though is looking at social media in different spaces beyond higher education, beyond really schools of communication, departments of communication. A lot of literature today looks at the rise of Instagram. Since its inception in 2010, Instagram has continually climbed to become what they call the king of engagement nowadays for all social media platforms. It's really the top social media platform for creating community. The literature backs this up. The literature shows this, that the younger audience is using it nowadays. And really the School of Communication, a lot of its stakeholders are this younger audience kind of demographic. It's the prospective students, it's the current students, it's those recent alumni that we want to continue to reach out to. And finally, the literature also looks at the increased importance of higher education marketers that, like we said, we're trying to reach this younger stakeholders, the younger generation that's out there that are using the social media platforms, that we can't just reach out with the traditional methods that have worked in the past, the face-to-face, just kind of meeting the people around campus. We can't just use the mailers that are sent out or the emails, but really social media is becoming that place to really expose ourselves and create a brand for ourselves. So like I said, I think this research will really point out the most effective strategies for our Instagram page to improve engagement on its posts. So how exactly would I do this through the research? I think the biggest thing would be to look at peer institutions, specifically peer institutions in the ACC, different communication programs at these universities in the ACC, and really see what are they doing on their Instagram post. I would perform a content analysis and be able to look at their Instagram posts, see what are the categories, the types of posts that they're doing that create the most engagement, that have all of those comments lined up under them, that have the likes that are just jumping off the page. That's what would be done through this research. So really, more than anything, I hope you see the benefit that this would bring to the School of Communication. Today, more than anything, there's a heightened need for strategic communication. We are communicators, we know this, but sometimes it gets lost in the background. I think by allowing me to conduct this research, it would allow a plan for the future. It would allow us to create a social media calendar. It would allow me to create posts that could really create momentum moving forward for the School of Communication to accomplish its goals, to accomplish the objectives that were out there, to create that brand, that exposure that we have. We're already behind in the Instagram space, having only started an Instagram in February of 2021, but now is the time to catch up. And I really, truly believe this research would be the first step in allowing us to do that, to create that engagement that we need. So thank you so much for allowing me to pitch this proposal. I really hope to hear back from you soon, Dr. Tedesco.